Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurjana Naziha binti Jumadi. My student ID is 2019728507. I would like to thanks to my panel for taking the time to listen my digital defense proposal presentation entitled Relationship between Mental Toughness and Performance Among Kaya Athletes. This presentation will include some background of study, problem statement, research objective, significance of study, literature review, and I will discuss about my research methodology, data collection, and I will end my presentation with my data analysis. Let's start with the background of the study. Nowadays, mental toughness become one of the most important elements in athlete life, as well as student athlete. Through a good mental toughness, the athlete can perform well in their performance. The term mental toughness was used frequently by sport psychologists to describe why certain athletes may have become or currently the best in the world in their respective sport. In the previous research, sport psychologists used the term mental toughness to describe why some athletes may or may not have become the best in the world in their sport outlook. The most important of mental toughness is psychological attribute underpinning the success of athletes. Furthermore, to achieve their goal consistently, they are a collection of attitude, emotion, and condition that can affect how individuals strategy, reaction, and appraise challenging events. For the problem statement, the lack of mental toughness has often been described as a major reason why athletes and teams struggle to reach their full potential and the highest level of success possible, according to Hoover 2006. And according to Connaughton 2008, sport psychologists frequently use the term mental toughness to describe why some athletes may or may not have become the best in the world in their sport outlook. In this study, while athletes who engage in competitive performance must have high level of strength, muscular endurance, balance, coordination, and agility to perform well, they must also have a strong and balanced emotional state of mind. Also, in addition to the psychological variables and the athlete mood state profile, the ideal condition for the best athletic performance is made possible by ideal environmental factors. This is a primary concern for the kayak athlete, whereby the environment can interfere with the competitive performance due to wind and water action. The athlete's quick decision and concentration in the face of unstable environmental conditions require attention equal to their physical abilities. Recognizing the research objective, this study will identify the mental toughness among kayak athletes. Second, to identify the performance of mental toughness among kayak athletes. And the last one is to investigate the relationship between mental toughness and performance among kayak athletes. For the significance of study, this study will help the coach or manager to improve their athlete performance in the competition. And also it can solve the problem for the athlete to have a good mental toughness preparation before the competition. A functional understanding influence in literature review. First is I will talk about the mental toughness. Mental toughness has been defined as the ability of a person to deal with stresses, and challenge effectively and to perform to the best of their abilities, regardless of the circumstance in which they are found. Mental toughness was a personality trait that determined how people react to risk, stress, and pressure regardless of their circumstance. and the performance, the changes in mood state can compromise an athlete performance since as they do not provide the athlete with the performance condition to be successful or even indicate training overload. And this is primary concern for the kayak athlete whereby the environment can interfere with the competitive performance due to wind and water action. For the relationship between mental toughness and performance among kayak athletes, a study of relationship between mental toughness and race time show mental toughness has a supportive role to performance enhancement and indirectly affect performance. And according to Marjana et al. 2014, mental toughness was an important component of psychological skill that should be included in training session in order to achieve excellent performance in competition. Okay, now we will proceed to the research methodology part that consists of research design, sampling technique, data collection, data analysis, and instrument. For the research design, I will use a quantitative design and non-experimental method, and we use the survey method with questionnaire distributed. And for the sampling technique, I will use purposive sampling that will focus on kayak athlete in Charisma. And the population is 110 and the sample size is 108 after adding 20% according to Critchie and Morgan 1970. And for my data collection, I will approach the athlete and questionnaire will be distributed to the athlete. For the data analysis, I will use descriptives using SPSS statistic, descriptive statistic, and Pearson analysis. And for my instrument, Athlete Evaluation of Mental Toughness Questionnaire 48, which is MTQ 48 by Professor Peter Cloud, Claudine Roland, and Monica Chizwirenko, 2017. Reliability statistic of mental toughness questionnaire 48, Cronbach alpha of 0.9. And my 5-point Likert scale, 1 is strongly disagree until 5 strongly agree. Okay, for my data collection, first I will apply for ethical approval. Second, I will ask permission to do research. Third, I will briefing to the respondent. And fourth, I will distribute questionnaire to the respondent. And the last step in data collection, I will collect the questionnaire. We will proceed to the data analysis. First, I use descriptive statistical analysis to identify the mental toughness among kayak athletes. And to identify the performance among the kayak athletes, I will also use the descriptive statistical analysis. And I will use Pearson correlation statistical analysis to investigate the relationship between mental toughness and performance among kayak athletes. This is my reference that I referred in my study. And that's all my presentation. Again, I would like to say thank you very much to my panel for taking the time to listen my presentation. Thank you.